What's up, guys? Story trader again. Today we're gonna um, review a trade that we do today. Is a loss, very obvious a loss, and $200 for mini Nasdaq at 50K account, and so all right. First of all. This is the ETH chart on 15-minute time frame on Nasdaq. So basically, this up candle already refill and take all kinds of liquidity and inefficiency. So I think when I doing the analysis, you reveal a lot of RTH inefficiency and this very significant um, liquidity as well. Alright, so the first thought would be, after they taken out these inefficiency, I believe we also have inefficiency right here. So after they refill and take it, it's just gonna come back, and that will be external to internal. And but here comes the problem, and now we'll talk about later. All right. So yeah, as I sensed it takes this liquidity, refilled in this inefficiency here. So we can expect that it comes back into this internal range. Yep. All right. And what's the problem? So if we want to make the sure bias for silver bullet time, AM silver bullet from 10 to 11 UTC -4 New York time. What's the problem? So this whole section right here, this whole up candle, this two up candle right here is considered as an inefficiency for sure, right? If you know me, that is inefficiency. If you know E99, that is inefficiency. Alright, how about these up candle? This is RDH. The previous one is ETH. It's all 15-minute time frame on Nasdaq. Are these inefficiencies? Certainly, right? So what's the problem? And we are not be able to find a stop loss. Not be able to find a take profit point. So why is that? Whenever you face an inefficiency, whenever the price touch an inefficiency, we can expect they do a reverse, they do an inverse one price action. So if it goes down, it touches inefficiency, then it can goes up. Of course, it can keep refilling inefficiency, for sure, but at that point, that is not that high probability, alright? After we refill this inefficiency, so let's assume we got these is inefficiency, alright? When the price from here, this level come to here, and it keep dropping, they're refilling inefficiency. When to stop, we don't know. And you can say, hey, I want to make a take profit point around 50 because somebody tell me 50 is kind of a key level, so we expect that they can retrace back to the key level. Bullshitting, alright? Well, it's bullshitting. So after the price attach inefficiency, we can expect a inverse one. So it can goes up for sure. Of course you can keep going now, but you just keep taking. Where to stop, we don't know. You might just having that upswing and then buy, you're gonna stop loss. So you
couldn't expect that when to stop by refilling this inefficiency. You can expect that when to stop. So couldn't take TP point is a very significant factor that I do not do this external to internal one. Not only because external to internal is a low probability, and and this big inefficiency caused me couldn't make a very good precision TP point is also a very key factor that I didn't do this trade. Alright. So what should we do? Before 10, I expect that we can have a sell candle right here. Why? Because it takes this liquidity, refill in inefficiency right here. So get in is a pretty reasonable price action. And from 1 inch chart, you can see when opening from here, we got an FVG right here. So refill in FVG is very reasonable as well. And this 4-hour candle right here, we also got a little portion of FVG right here. So refill in, getting downswings is very reasonable, right? So then what should we do after they refill in? Keep dropping? Not really, right? Because when it comes to the internal one, inefficiency, we can expect a inverse price action to going up, and it's internal to external is a high probability. The only that I'm considering because if we consider this 10 a.m. candle, this highest points already been taken. So it reached the potential point, alright? Because if we got this very high probability to continuous going up, after it just going up, and we only care about it reach the point in history. We didn't care about it zigs all the time, right? So after it taken out this high point, it can retrace back for sure. It's still a high probability to continuous going up, okay? So for each candle, it's the same stuff. So I expect it going retrace back, and I'm gonna make it long again. So what I face is this down candle is also a part of inefficiency. Alright, because when it's dropping and going up, you can see by the wick, but when dropping, it's inefficiency, right? It seems to refill in this up candle's inefficiency, but in the meantime, it creates the new down candle's inefficiency. Then this part refill in this down candle inefficiency, and it become balanced. Alright, so we can expect a inverse price action. But what I'm thinking is we refill in this internal part and head back to the external part. But what I didn't really carefully consider is this part is also a part of inefficiency. It seems to refill this up candle's inefficiency, but it create the down candle inefficiency in the meantime. Only when this part, when we have this new inefficiency, it refill here, it become balanced. If we go to lower time frame angle, around here, inefficiency, refill but inefficiency, and this do better, like it balance better than this one, better than this one. It's almost the same, but you can see this better balance part. So we should definitely fully aware of this part is also an efficiency. Is correspond to this part, and this weak part is this part. Alright, so yeah, and why this cell model is we can expect that, and it's also considered as high probability as well, because this is inner part, it's internal part, it's external part, it's high probability, and the from a higher time frame candle, their potential point is already reached, so there's no any tendency that keeps here. So, but eventually, if I'm gonna give a conclusion of today, I shouldn't do the trade. Why? Not only because this stuff very annoying, inefficiency, refill but create new one, and should we really consider these part as a rebalance of this inefficiency? Should we really? Only this part I think I can think and refill it. But this three candle, I think it's like create another inefficiency again. But because this part, so we can still consider as a rebalance, not creating a new one. But if we just consider this as a refill into inefficiency, and don't consider this recreate a new inefficiency, then this internal to external long bias is very secure. There's also high probability having the one nature higher time frame candle as a backup, but you know the high the potential points already reached, so I couldn't say anything because he already reached. So we could still use that, but not very necessary and helpful. Yeah. So for today, I should read it, not to do, but consider more detailedly. Do in a short, maybe a better option. Yep. And for today, we got PNI, I think, at 10. And that should be better for long the Nasdaq, but shows a opposite price action. So I don't know. I still believe in this technical analysis. The next time we should consider this one more carefully and get into a lower time frame to take a look at it. Hey, that is a rebalance, refill in or rebalance, whatever, or not, right? Yeah. So that'll be all. This is kind of experience. Yeah, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.